our governor just put out a website that if you're healthy and there's no one that is in jeopardy of being, who's more vulnerable, meaning you don't live with the elderly, no one's diabetic, has asthma, or is immune deficient, then maybe you want to go put your name on the list of where you're doing a food bank. But maybe, hey, I do live with someone who's diabetic, but I could do tutoring. From a distance, I could do translating for a distance. So there's a lot out there for REAP partners. I know there's another CBO, a community-based organization that deals with sports. And they're like, God, like all these younger kids, what to do? I'm like, oh, well, go do a Zoom competition, do a trivia thing. Just be mindful when you're working with other people. Some people may not have access to certain equipment. Like I remember somebody said for the PE class for our youngest son, oh, with your jump rope. And I'm like, oh God, we don't even have a jump rope. So try to do activities that if it's a shooting competition, they could do with a paper ball. So be inventive in those ideas. And think about the beginning of the show too, like
or do laundry and make it a sport.
You can make sport. And there are some parents and guardians who are essential workers, the drivers, the delivery people, the people working the groceries, police officers, firefighter, it goes on and on. If your parents have one of those occupations, you may be that teacher at home. You may have more responsibility with elders at home. That's also an activity that's on there. I know other students who are doing online requests from elderly, like they're going, asking other places, is there any elderly things? Or they're doing performance shows that they could play and doing shout outs. You could create things on your own. There's also programs like Youth Speaks, the Brava Theater, BAVAC. These are different nonprofit organizations in the arts who are doing competitions, doing things online. So, with this time that you may have at home, go search or go create. And that's something too that you could put that in there. Like I remember I was talking to some students and they were taking some initiative on their own to do. Well, remember, everyone in the world understands this impact. And if they're reading this on a college application, like, oh my God, that you did this when there was shelter in place, I didn't even think of that. These are some great things. And I've seen students do great things even at home before shelter in place. My future engineers, they were reorganizing a garage so they do these gadgets so they could store more stuff. There's more to do, but again, it goes back into that thing. If you keep focusing on feeling that this is a sucky situation, you're going to feel stuck with that creativity, ideas, reaching out. And so also reach out to your school to see if they have anything or that you could just brainstorm with other students or just like with your classmates as well too. So hopefully that gives some ideas. And then for those college students who are out there, I know there's a lot of concern like, oh my God, let me see with my job resume and stuff. That doesn't mean not to go look at Indeed, Glassdoor. Even if you volunteer something related to your future industry, that's something that's important to do. So still build up your resume, whether it's in volunteer or even if it's a non-paid internship. And yes, there's limited, but try to do some work so that you could build up for that. And if you struggle, contact your college and university, contact the school education system to see what resources and opportunities are out there. But don't assume you're just in this stuck situation.
Well, thank you.
And one thing is that we didn't cover that I said I wanted to get back to is for those seniors who may be on the wait list. So if your student got an offer of being on the wait list, meaning that, hey, we like you, but we're going to see if these other kids come in first, please express your interest to that school. If it's college, why? And you really like, why did I get on the wait list? Why didn't you just accept me? Ask them what other information you have, but don't assume you're going to get off the wait list. There is a lot of movement that's going on right now. But remember, assuming is not the thing to do. We said this in the beginning of the show, the middle of the show. Continue to make sure not to do that. And still make sure to deposit by your earliest deadline for that campus. Check for housing on there. If you're worried, like, hey, what if there isn't going to be housing provided because there's still shelter in place? Just check if it is refundable because of these unusual circumstances out there. So just wanted to put that out there for our wonderful kids who may be waitlisted. Any other questions that you may have?
No, you pretty much answered them all. Get my kids out there and get a job. Is that what you're saying?
Well, some people are going to have a hard time getting a job, right? Well, but do something.
Volunteer?
Right? Volunteer, right?
Make face masks.
Make face masks, doing that sewing thing, right? Go out to your community, talk to a neighbor, learn some insight, learn some history.
Deliver some food and pick up extra food for neighbors who are a little elderly than us.
That's right. So there's a lot of different things. And the key thing, what we're emphasizing here is that, remember, without change, you lack being innovative. And without innovation, it's going to make us more stuck in not being moving forward. And that's how we're going to move forward from this situation. So our hearts go out to all those who are being impacted by the shelter in place. Please make sure to take care of yourself. And at the same time, reach out to others so you are connected. Move that body, move that mind, and do those different things. And with this change moving forward, better and stronger and greater innovative ideas and experiences are waiting for you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks, Aaron, for being part of the show. And thank you to all of you guys. Be safe out there. Thank you for listening to College for All. We hope you enjoyed our podcast and learned that college is an opportunity you can reach. Use this information and you can find out even more on our website at college4all.com. And you can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at college4allamv. Thank you for listening. And until our next podcast, don't forget, nothing is impossible unless you think it is impossible.